I watched her break right in front of me. She had come all the way from Edo State, stood before my parents, and begged them to let me go with her. She wasn't even ashamed. She didn't care about respect or tradition. She didn't care that people would call her shameless. She just wanted to be with me. But my parents refused. I was there, sitting on the old wooden bench outside our house, listening to my mother's voice rise in anger, listening to my father say she was a disgrace, that she should leave before he cursed her. I wanted to speak, but my tongue felt like it was stuck to the roof of my mouth. She came out of the house slowly. Her hands were shaking. Her eyes were red. She looked at me, and in that moment, I knew. This was the last time I would ever see her. I still remember the first day she walked into our classroom. It was the first week of NYSC, and we had all been waiting to see the new copper that was assigned to our school. Then she entered, wearing her khaki uniform, her face set like she didn't want to be there. Her name was Copper Omoy, and she was our new biology teacher. At first, she was strict. She didn't smile. She didn't laugh at our jokes. She taught and left. But I noticed her. I noticed the way she stayed back after school, sitting under the mango tree, staring at the sky like she was thinking about something deep. I noticed the way she sighed when she thought no one was looking. One day, I stayed back too. I walked up to her and said, "Copper, are you okay?" She looked at me, surprised. Then she smiled, a small sad smile, and said, "I'm fine, Olamide." That was how it started. At first, it was just small talks. She asked me about my dreams, and I told her I wanted to be a doctor. She encouraged me, gave me extra textbooks, told me I was smart. Then it became more. I found excuses to stay after school, and she didn't stop me. One day, it rained. Heavy rain. I was stuck in school because I didn't have an umbrella. She offered to walk me home. The whole way, we talked and laughed like we were the same age. When we got to my house, she looked at me and said, "You make me happy, Olamide." That was when I knew. We kept our secret well. We never touched. We never did anything obvious. But the school authority started suspecting. They called her to the office many times, asking her questions, warning her to be careful. She always denied it. Then her NYSC was almost over. She came to me, held my hands, and said, "I want you to come with me to Edo. I will train you till university. I just want you near me." I was shocked. I loved her, but I was scared. My parents would never agree. But she didn't care. She said she would go and ask them herself. I should have warned her. When she came to my house, she knelt before my parents, told them she loved me, that she wanted to take me with her. My father shouted. My mother almost cried from anger. They called her a witch, a desperate woman trying to destroy their son's future. She begged, she pleaded, but they didn't listen. And then she left. I ran after her, but she didn't stop. She just kept walking, her back straight, but I knew she was breaking inside. That was the last time I saw her. And that was the day I knew I had lost the only person who ever truly loved me.